videos, which are...
Hi guys, welcome back. It's Melissa here from The Delicious Nutritionist, and in today we are going to review what Sanne Vloet eats in a day. Now, Sanne Vloet, she was a former Victoria's Secret model, and so I haven't watched this. I'm going to be watching this with you. It's a blind react because I'm not very good at faking my reaction. Let's see what she eats. I'm going to give you good health tips as well in the meantime, and just have a discussion. It's just a bit of fun for entertainment. Please do take this as a pinch of salt, because remember, it's just one day out of her whole year. Let's see.
Of course, first thing in the morning what I eat or drink is a lot of water. I always have this like next to my bed, and I immediately fill it up first thing in the morning, and I drink like half of it already.
But that looks really good. It's really important to hydrate, and I do recommend to hydrate in the morning. Just get it out of the way, get a glass down you, and if you aren't a fan of water, I have this thing with clients where I say water cocktail, and we like add fresh mint to it and cucumber and different things, just to really encourage you to drink and hydrate more.
Every morning I also make my morning matcha. This has just been such an important step in kind of like my morning routine. It just like wakes me up. I feel clear, I feel like awake after it.
Okay, I like this actually. I really like how she has matcha in the morning. I'm not really a coffee girl. I actually am a matcha girl, so I have a very similar routine to Sanne Vloet too. In the morning I have a teaspoon of matcha. The caffeine content is more slow release than if you had a normal coffee. Yeah, I just like it in the morning. It's a nice ritual, getting the bamboo whisk. I just love that, being mindful. I actually don't add honey to mine. I have it with oat milk, so I have like a matcha latte instead. I normally have this with ice. And so I don't actually add any extra sugar. And if I do have it in tea version, I tend not to have any sugar, just because I guess that's what I'm used to. But if you can have sugar, I noticed that she's used Manuka honey. Manuka honey is inexpensive honey. It has got a little extra benefits, I guess, to then using kind of maple syrup or normal honey, but at the end of the day, sugar is sugar. It doesn't really matter if it's agave, maple syrup, honey. It does kind of react the same in the body, and you've got to be careful as well that you're not destroying the benefits of Manuka honey by putting it straight into boiling water.
Matcha always feels so much better afterwards. It's weird, in the morning I always have a warm one, just like gives me this like comforting feeling, I feel like. And later in the day I often drink like iced matchas. I'm gonna do a little workout here at home, and then I will see you guys for breakfast probably. I really switch it up. Sometimes I do have breakfast, sometimes it's more like a brunch thing. It really depends on the day. I tried intermittent fasting for a little while. I think I've shared this also in videos before, and I actually quite liked it, but now I'm back on a breakfast tour.
I think with intermittent fasting, it's not for everyone. My philosophy and what I tell clients is, if you're hungry in the morning, eat. If you're not actually hungry, then don't eat. Have it later. You've got to be careful with intermittent fasting, and that you're not so ravenous, you're so hungry, because you're trying to do intermittent fasting, and then you kind of binge on biscuits, and your blood sugar level is whack and all of that. So just be mindful, and don't compare yourself to other people, particularly those. I don't think Sanne Vloet is a registered associate nutritionist, so it's all about who do you listen to as well, and what works for you. It's all about finding something that you enjoy.
So I will see you guys soon. This is actually green smoothie I used to make a lot in Brooklyn. I add frozen banana to the cup, frozen spinach, frozen mango, vital protein collagen, and then try my new ashwagandha powder from the brand Cos. Ashwagandha is a superfood which can reduce the stress in the body and is very strong. I add almond milk and ready to be mixed. I will actually link my favorite Nutritionist down below as well.
Okay, I'm gonna rate it health and deliciousness. Okay, deliciousness, 8. 8 out of 10. It looks really good. I sometimes start my day similar to this. She's got a mixture of vegetables and fruit, and she uses the frozen fruit as well, which is nice, keeps the smoothie nice and cold. And you know, frozen bananas is a great way. I'm looking at my fruit bowl right now. I can already see some bananas that need freezing, not to reduce food waste. And these extra powders that she's added, you know, I would say to someone, get your basics right. So many people have all these fancy kind of apple cider vinegar and a fancy expensive stuff, and they're not even sleeping properly, and they're not having their 5 a day. So make sure you get your basics right. These these powders, you know, okay, fair enough. If you know, it's a good way of adding your protein in there, fair enough. Alternatively, you could have like a low fat, high protein yogurt. You know, like Sky or Phage, and that's a good way of naturally getting your protein in. You could add nut butters as well, the healthy fat protein, kind of really balance out your smoothie.
It's ready. I normally use I'm Wealthy protein powder, which I actually really like. For some reason, I feel like collagen protein powders just blend up really well in smoothies, and also they're really beneficial for like hair and skin and nails. So
we need more evidence to really say whether ingesting collagen is going to impact our hair, etc. What I would recommend is to have adequate vitamin C, because vitamin C is needed to make collagen. It's most likely going to get digested by the stomach because it's a protein.
I had some leftover chicken, and I was talking to my brother yesterday, and there is this like Dutch thing called kip curry, which is kind of like a chicken curry thing, and you put this on like a toast or a sandwich, and I was like, you know what? Let me make that today. I have actually never made it myself before, because normally it comes in like a little package and it's very unhealthy. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to boil the chicken and make shredded chicken, mix some like curry powder, turmeric in there, and some pineapple, and we're going to put this on toast.
That sounds interesting, chicken curry on toast. I've never really had that before.
Start boiling the chicken in hot water between 8 to 15 minutes, depending on how big your chicken is. In the meantime, we're going to make the curry mixture. Cut half a cup of pineapple in small pieces, and cut up green onions and add to the bowl. Check up on the chicken if it's fully cooked. I love using a thermometer to see if it reaches a temperature of 165. Take it out of the water when it's ready. Use 2 forks and shred the chicken in smaller pieces and add it to a bowl. To make it creamy, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of yogurt. I'm actually using coconut yogurt today. And 2 tablespoons of vegan yeast. To really create those flavors in this dish, add 1 tablespoon of curry powder.
So yeah, so far she has cooked the chicken in a way that it's like no extra added oil or anything like that. So that can be quite handy, particularly if you're wanting to lose weight. So she's using coconut yogurt, vegan mayonnaise. Again, just because you're vegan doesn't mean it's healthy. Do kind of read the labels, so make sure it's not got loads of sugar in, etc. And make sure that if you are buying a plant-based milk or yogurt, that it is fortified, which means that they've added the nutrients back in, so you're not losing out on calcium and iodine. Iodine comes mainly from like white fish, eggs and milk, and if you're not having that, then really think seek a health professional to make sure that you are getting it in other ways, or take a supplement. She's adding a lot of spices, which is good, nice and tasty.
Make my sandwich. I love using fresh sourdough bread from my favorite bakery in Justa in Venice. I add some coconut oil on it and grill for a couple of minutes until it has this nice crunch. I add some lettuce and the chicken curry, and my sandwich is ready.
I mean, health-wise, I think this is pretty good. I would say, it's well balanced. You've got the carbs, you've got the chicken, high in protein. Yeah, I would give it like 7 out of 10. Deliciousness, I don't know, I've never tried it. It does look pretty good. I think it's really important that you eat things that are delicious. And use that to your advantage to really transform your health, because if you're having like dried rice and chicken every day, then it's not delicious, well, in my opinion anyway, and you're going to be miserable. But this looks really colourful, and she looks like she's going to enjoy it.
Okay, so I finished lunch. I'm going to do a little bit of meal prep for tonight, because I realized I haven't shared my miso salmon recipe with you guys yet, and this is literally a dish I eat almost like every week.
So I think it's pretty good how she's having salmon, because salmon is a great example of how to, an oily fish, and that provides us with omega-3 fats, and which is really good for like our hair and just for health and brain health. So the fact that she said that she's having salmon once a week is pretty good. Alternatively to salmon, you could have sardines, you could have mackerel to get your omega-3 fats, or if you're plant-based, you could try like chia seeds or walnuts, but you're going to need to have a lot more of those things because it's plant-based and not like it's a different type of omega-3 fat basically. And also meal prepping is a great way, particularly if you're busy. What I tend to do, because we're working from home, most of us are, is like every hour getting up and just like preparing a few veg. So by the evening I've already like made a move on dinner, so it's not such a big thing.
To make the marinade for the miso salmon tonight, add 1/4 cup of marinade and 1/4 cup of sake in a small pan on medium heat. Boil for about 20 seconds and add 1/4 cup of miso paste. Mix everything together until smooth. Add 3 tablespoons of coconut sugar until it melts. Be careful that the sugar doesn't burn here. It only takes a couple of seconds. Let the mixture cool down to room temperature. Okay, my salmon steaks look a little sad today, and this is exactly the reason why I like to do my grocery shopping myself. I literally lost because like, you know what? There are always lines in the weekend. Let me try delivery ones. They just brought these like salmon steaks, which are not very cute. So now this is like cooled down. I'm going to add the steaks in here, and the salmon steaks. I'm just going to mix this around. I also found this squash at Trader Joe's, and because squash are still kind of in season, I thought it would be nice to make a spaghetti squash tonight with the salmon. I've never done that combination, but it should be delicious. Let's start.
Clients really love this when I give it to them, particularly if I do like like meatballs made of like turkey meatballs, for example. When having a spaghetti squash, it's a great kind of starchy carb, because obviously it is still a carbohydrate, but it's not a starchy carb. So yeah, particularly if you are looking to have more vegetables in your diet for health, and to get, to feel more full, to have more of the 30 grams of fiber, then this is a great way of getting it, making vegetables more of the star of the show.
400 Fahrenheit. And cut the spaghetti squash in half, which is actually the hardest part of the recipe. Is there a special technique on cutting this? Like that. Oh, that was painful.
I agree, it really puts me off cooking squash for this reason, but I tend to like buy it like frozen in chunks as well.
Where is it? I wanted to show you guys the Truffle almonds I got from Trader Joe's, which are so addictive and so good. I don't know if you guys love truffle, but
I love truffle. Every video I do, they have truffle, and I'm just like so passionate about it. I love truffle so much. Truffle almonds, I didn't know existed.
I really do. Oh, here it is. It's the roasted, salted truffle macaroni almonds. I'm craving something more sweet today because it doesn't happen that often. I actually got this delivery from my friend No Bread, and she did a collaboration with a bakery that has this little, let's see, oh, someone ate kind of Oreo cookies. It's made with like almond butter, maple syrup, and like almond flour and stuff. It's like a little cookie. And I'm going to start cooking soon.
That looks so good. I would give this like 7 out of 10 for health, 10 out of 10 for deliciousness, because it looks so good. And it seems to be made of really healthy things like almond flour and stuff, which is a great healthy fat. What I like to do is toast some pecan nuts with maple syrup, coconut oil, and a bit of shredded like coconut flakes. It's really good. Toast it, it goes all caramelized and sticky, and it's just delicious. And have it with that with some blueberries. Delicious and healthy.
We got a lot of questions from you guys about like healthy snack ideas and stuff. I'm more like a savory person, so I often take like rice crackers with like avocado on it, or I eat like nuts, for example, like truffle nuts, or yeah, like chia chippies or like guacamole or something. And I do think if you have like really bad sugar cravings, I would find like healthier substitutions. So this is, for example, like a little pastry thing, but then a little healthier, or make like banana bread, or make like yogurt with granola. I think you should.
Yes, we're on the same page. It's so good. You can definitely have like your sugar craving met. Like I made black bean brownies. That was so good. Clients love that, and way better than sweet potato brownies, which I don't think taste like brownies at all. So yeah, totally with her on this, and to have kind of her physique and her health. It's not surprising that she is mindful about what she eats and is smart about it. But also, she has a very delicious day, I think, so far.
Just like restrict yourself from like snacking, but just find like healthier substitute. If you want chips, find like healthier chips, like suyete foods, or with guacamole instead of just normal potato chips. Grab like veggies with like a guacamole, or just find good substitutions that you like, and or just like a little bit of a healthier version of other like pre-made snack foods. Jesse's decided to stay over, and we're actually all craving pizza, so wow. Ooh. We got truffle, we got a meatball persone, but it's all plant-based, pesto, and pepperoni. And
Oh, it looks so good. I just really want pizza now. Truffle again. So there we have it. I think, oh God, I always, like, I'm a nutritionist and I always have everything in moderation. Like, pizza is, you can't restrict pizza out of your life. And I think you can definitely include it even if you want to lose weight, because, you know, as you can see, there's a lot of like vegetables on that pizza. There's a lot of like rocket on top. Health-wise, 7 out of 10. Because I believe everything in moderation. I guess if you wanted to make more healthy, have like more veggies, so you'd have this much pizza with like veggies on the side and stuff. So ideally with starchy carbs, you want kind of a handful of starchy carbs and then like 2 handfuls of veggies. So deliciousness, 10 out of 10, because pizza, in my opinion, is just so good. So I actually really like Sanne Vloet's What I Eat in a Day. I think it's achievable. I don't think it's like, she doesn't have too many fatty foods. It's quite like wholesome, it's quite natural, it's very similar to how I eat, and I like the kind of health hack she does with like the spaghetti squash, and she has like a well-balanced diet, and I think she's like authentic. So I really like this. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give this a like and subscribe if you haven't already. My channel is all about health and delicious food, which, you know, everyone's welcome to subscribe. So that is, I hope you enjoy my channel, and any videos, suggestions, please just comment below. I'm all ears to that. And thank you so much for watching. It means a lot, and I'll see you in next week's video.